Happy Soul Truth Thursday. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving to You Straight live from the East Coast. It is February 26th. Let your light shine. Good morning, everyone. Happy birthday to all Pisceans. May your day be full of bliss, joy, happiness, and of course, your favorite emotion, love. Let's get started here with the Soul Truth Thursday. A little bit of what? Soul truth. Although soul truth isn't always pretty, it's just being honest, right? I just want to say thank you to all my family here, subscribers, however you want to understand this moment as we align ourselves with truth. I want to thank you with deep gratitude, of course, for each and every one of you. Your presence here is not random, it is aligned. So thank you for your openness, your curiosity, and your willingness to grow here. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and your trust with me. And this sacred space, of course, is here because of you all. And let's continue to share our intentions to evolve, to awaken, to love more consciously. I honor the journey each and every one of you is on. And I honor the courage that it takes for you to see truth. And I'm grateful for that today and always, that our path, of course, want to get once again in this moment. May what we build here continue to nourish and uplift and expand us all. Your support is felt and your energy matters here. Hey, money bills, hi. Welcome, and good morning. That is in the spirit of gratitude, humility. I thank you, all my tribe family. Let's get started with the Soul Truth Thursday. And I'll talk a little bit about the soul and why I really don't use the word spirit. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, you will learn sooner or later. But anyway, let's get started here. And I'll talk a little bit about spirit, why I don't use it. It's vague. And it's vague. It's not only vague, but it's broad. So it could mean a whole bunch of different things here. So, Soul Truth Thursday, Pisces through Aquarius. When you talk about the ego, it sounds urgent. But when you talk about the truth of the soul, it feels steady. Because the ego's going to say, prove it. But your soul says, I know. I know. To know thyself. What do you really know? And what, basically, a lot of times, we feel aligned. Not socially conditioned, not perform. That steady energy, right? Even when everything else shifts in your life, all right? So how can I feel the difference between surface energy and truth in the soul? All right, when you can learn how to be really, really vulnerable. I actually need tenderness, okay, even though I act strong. I'm tired of pretending that this doesn't matter. I want real intimacy. So we'll go into the love energy as we move forward in this channel. One more. Pisces through Aquarius. One more. As we tap into the powerful, great divine spirit of all there is, who enlivens all life and animates all things, as we move into the sacredness of it all, in the harmony of the divine celestial order. Here we go, Pisces. What am I looking for outside myself that's already within me, Pisces? All right. So you, of course, energy is very emotional. So today's soul's, I think I'm just gonna put the soul's actions because I just came in a little late. Oh, you also got the fun and full of exposure. So Pisces, the question is, what are you looking for out there that is in you? Okay, it's not out there, it's in you. A lot of us will let you think that, all right? But everything comes from within. What can I do to make a difference for you, Aries? What boundaries do Taurus? What boundaries need to be greater, created, or strengthened within my relationships? Boundaries. Without boundaries, your life won't be your own. What else could this mean? Gemini. Am I ready to let go of this very shame? Cancer. Leo, what is my body telling me right now? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Virgo. Virgo, use your voice. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I decide in my life, what could I choose? Libra. Scorpio, am I willing? This is the soul truth. This is what your soul is whispering to you. Sagittarius, what passion am I ready to pursue? Capricorn, what do I resist feeling right now? And Aquarius, who am I ready to forgive? That is your soul's whispering today. And the truth is that if we stay conditioned, right, perform, and if we don't stay steady where everything else shifts, right, we will get stuck in the ego. The ego is an instrument that you should use for, of course, truth. All right, you got to learn how to integrate the ego. Anybody has any questions? Come on in so we could get this started. Let me see. Your soul is done with so many things. It's time to give it some new frequency. Give it something new. Give your nervous system a new course and effect. You know, let yourself feel again. Stop pretending that you're not heard, that it doesn't matter. That don't let the pride take over. You know. So if you deserve, understand that you deserve things, and that reciprocity is two-way. All right. If this connection is not aligned. You know, a lot of times we want to think that if it's if it's not intense, you know, I'm not feeling anything. We constantly got to be feel when it's boring, right? Because your brain has these receptors called dopamine. And sometimes if it's not intense, you know, when it's boring. All right, let me go ahead with the collective. If you're here to heal, to build something lasting, comment down below. What is sacred to you? What are you grateful for? Hello, Divine Father. How you doing, Banks? Go ahead and put your question. Get this life started. I'm sorry, yesterday. Woof. Yesterday was a little bit tense here. Hello, Michael Stevens. Good morning, guys. One more. Good morning. Thank you. So what Carl Jung calls the consciousness. All right, the unseen. The sacred unseen comes up here with the Page of Cups here. Hey, is my mom Money Billings? Is my mom my real mom? Well, I'll find out in a little bit. All right. Wow, that's a strong question. So when we look at this energy, wow. A lot of times we get the Page of Cups and we get a surprise, but this is it's a big fish in a small cup. So a lot of times something unconsciousness shows up here. When you look at the sacred unseen, what might be happening and sensing a connection when you pray, you meditate, all right, your intuition rises like a big fish in a cup. It's not necessarily, let's just call it like it is, right? It's not supernatural sometimes. It is the depth, DEPTH. It is the depth layer of reality. Okay. So what they telling me here? Hey Pisces. So what they telling me here with this card only? I'm just gonna break it in. All right. Oh, you're a Pisces. Oh, hey Pisces. Happy birthday. So what this is telling me here, instead of I feel spirit is guiding me. What could you say here? Because you want to be more sophisticated. You're big. All right. You got to understand that your energy here is big. All right. You're not a small fish. A big. You're basically a big fish. You're too big here. Okay. But you're not seeing yourself like as that because you keep using vague words. You outgrow these things. All right. How to evolve consciousness, how to step into a new you here, especially when these keep showing up. All right. I feel aligned with a deeper field of consciousness. I sense an alignment with the ground of being. All right. It's much more elevated, much less, it's like less vague and much more elevated. All right. So understanding that consciousness, we talk about neutral, intelligent, and universal, the absolute, the ultimate reality. All right. The transcending beyond this ordinary perception here. So understanding yourself deeper here. Hey, piggyback. Hi. I'll be right with you guys. All right. So when you understand the sacred field of intelligence that we all are part of, we gotta learn how to expand our consciousness. How do I align myself when I feel stuck, frustrated, heavy? All right, constantly forcing outcomes here, not getting what we put, reciprocity. All right, so we got to look at a lot of the theologians, or if you understand Paul Litchin or Carl Jung, so understanding the ground of being here, the eternal, the sacred field, however you connect, but we have to start using deeper words, more expansive. If you look at the sacred of the unseen, right? Because you feel it, right? You understand that? Big payback. What happened? Big payback. It's cool. All right. So as you dive into the sacred of the unseen here, is the invisible forces, dimensions of awareness that shape life. Okay. And what makes it sacred, it carries meaning beyond this physical incarnation, right? So, all right. Something greater than the ego here. All right. It evokes reverence, awe, and deep truth. All right. So this anyway, as I go, let me go ahead and start with your questions. All right. What the sacred of the unseen looks like, right? What it touches you from within, because you can't see it, but you can feel love, right? You can feel love. You can't see love, but you can feel it. Your thoughts, your intuition, your consciousness, your energy between people. All right, so learning how to level up. All right. So sometimes when you say spirit, it could just be talking about a facet of you, the emotion, and it's not guiding you if you haven't been integrated. When you understand your dark side, shadow side, when you understand your light, dark, and those paradoxes in between. All right, the polar opposites. So you want to be able to raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and elevate here. All right, when you understand the sacred unseen, and you can move from vague languages to precise languages. Spirit is powerful, but it's very broad. All right, and when a word holds too many meanings, it becomes blurry. So it could basically mean emotion, saw what you see in there, ghost, depending on whatever you believe. Energy, God, mood, or motivation. So I don't use spirit here, so please, when I do your readings, don't expect me to say that, all right? Don't put me in a box with everybody else, all right? I'm here to help you expand your awareness. Let's go ahead. Let's get started here. Joseph, Angeles. Hey. Hello to everyone in this live. Hey, Josephine. Joseph, I'm sorry. D'Angelis. Comment down below. Let's go ahead with will Jordan find out I like him? Michael. Hey, Michael Jordan, let's find out. All right. Who was the first one to ask me a question? Banks, if you have a question, go ahead. Who am I going with first? Hey, Pharaohs and Catherine. Hey, Pharaohs and Sheeta. All right, I'll give you the universal message, but let's go ahead to who all right. Okay, Michael. Okay, Michael. Let's go ahead with your question. And oh, Money Bills asks, is my mom real mom? Money Billing us, are you here before I go ahead and move with Michael? Catherine, hey Catherine, do you see me migrating to an okay, I like that. Is my mom a real mom? Happy Thursday, February 26th, everyone. Yes. Happy birthday to other Pisces. Michael. Okay, let me go with Money Bills. Is my mom a real mom? And then I'm gonna move with you. Because I might take a little longer with you, Michael, Pisces. All right, I might give you a little certain. Listen, all right. These cards will liberate you, okay? They don't take you right into quick happiness. If I see the Three of Swords here, we got some things to talk about, all right? We're gonna have to learn to move from vague language to a more precise language. But hey, you gotta understand the vague, and to understand the specific, all right? So understand that your soul, it moves through levels of consciousness in this reality, right? So you have to have more exact tools if you don't know what they are. Sophistication, refinement, meaning to things. You just don't want to be like, oh wow, spirit. It's so vague and it's so flat. You're not flat, all right? Oh, baby, let's go ahead. You're not flat. You're a baby. You're a superstar. You gotta see yourselves as a beautiful, more like a ball of fire and just like strong and active. Like you gotta see yourself like a I could just say the diamond. All right, it has different facets to it, So I'll talk about that as well. Let's go ahead with I'm gonna Money Bills. Let me go ahead with your question. Is my mom right? Real mom? All right. Let's move forward out of that vague, because when you're talking about spirit, it holds too many meanings and it becomes blurry, and you guys will be stuck in emotion, soul, ghost, energy, God, or mood, or motivation, depending on what you believe anyway. So I'll be careful with those things. And how to align your mind, your body, and your spirit with the harmony and timing of the celestial order of the universe, when we align ourselves with the intelligence and the heart of the divine. All right, you start understanding things. All right, let's go ahead with Money Bills. Is my mom a real mom? Yes or no? Wow, you got 2-2 here. What's going on here? All right. One more. Thank you. And thank you. All right, here we go. Wow, we still on that too? What happened? You was checking on your family tree? Did a family lineage research? All right. Yes, your mom is your real mom. All right. What happened? Did a history search here? You heard something through family, or what happened? You feel like you're the odd one? Yeah, your mom's your real mom. Oh, because it's telling you to do that, okay? What's your sign here? Hello, hey Belinda, hi Sunshine. Do it, because they're telling you to do a family tree, a lineage. I haven't done one. All right. Go back into ancient, go back as far as you can here, okay? So release what's not yours, or your Capricorn. So release. They're asking you to release things here, okay? This is a moment when you get really, really real with yourself, with your spirit, connect to your higher self. Listen, one of the things here that we understand about the stars, that they remember your path, all right? So remember the walk with trust, move in harmony with the divine timing and the celestial order, all right? As the stars start to align, so do your mind, your body, and your spirit, all right? So remember to go ahead with, like seek high vibrational frequencies of the universe. Connect with that, yeah, all right? So listen, one thing about the 10 of Wands, it's not even about carrying the burdens and, I don't know, like you work hard. I don't know exactly, everything that has a lot of different, hey, Zachary. But the thing here is that we got multiple within our personality. All right. So if I could help you explain this energy here, It's like a facet is one side aspect or dimension of something that has many sides. So we are like that. So when you get this, it's like you're dealing with a lot of different sides of you want something else. You understand? Like it's like the two of the five of wands here. You got so much personality. You like different, right? You're different. It's if a ghost, what would you haunt? If you were a ghost, what would you haunt? Okay. There's a lot to you, and it's like I don't know if you feel misunderstood. This is not exactly what you think it is, right? A lot of times we see that as that. So think of yourself as a diamond. It has flat surfaces, right? Each flat surface has its own facets, and that's how we are. All right. There's symbolism here when you understand that. Okay. So a facet is one part of a complex situation here. All right. So your personality has angles here of a topic. Like example, communication is one facet of you, and even to have a healthy relationship. All right. So like my spiritual life here, your spiritual life here is one facet of who you are. You understand? So when we're looking into psychology here, it separates a lot of things here, especially in your personality. It's the big five personality traits. And these traits is like openness, imagination, artist, you know, interest, and emotional depth here. What are you struggling with here? These are facets, okay? And that facet can be a side of your soul, a different expression of your archetype, all right? So you understand a little bit? At least I understand a little bit. Yes, that's what I speak normal because I sure everyone listens to me. Not that secret. Hey, Juan. Well, I have met the next person. Oh, I like that question. You understand? I don't want to get listen. I go a little vague and then I go a little heavy. All right. So what it is that you want to do here? All right. You got this. So you're between this energy. All right. You could be quiet, observing. You could be explosive. You could be healing. You a lot of things here. So let me see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so you between these two energies. So spirit. So basically, spirit. When you understand spirit, you got energy. You got God here, right? You got motivation. Okay, the ghost, the soul. All right. What it is here, what keeps you grounded, or the ground of being here. All right. So this is our physical incarnation as we fully incarnated when this touches the ground. All right. So you got a lot of different aspects of you. So when you referring to spirit, you got to be careful because it could be talking to you about multiple parts of your multiplicity, but basically a part of you, a part of your soul. All right. So we moving through these archetypes here. All right. Yes, my father bring me to God when I was a child. Good, good. All right. Ooh, I would like to get more here. Ooh. So you would consider what? You would consider a wild child for what I see here with this Hierophant. All right, the dual nature. So the keys basically to understanding, all right, the heart of the divine is that, you're also part of this, right? So you have to have this intention here. All right. What intentions you have for the future here? All right. So basically, that's what it's going to tell you. Find your healing, release what's not yours, trust in divine timing, even if things are not going, slower or, but this is deliberate, this is intentional. When you go in this energy here, you engage and in long, very, very careful, right? Considering it's like the menu. You got a menu, you open it, wow. All right. But you got to be deliberate and intentional with whatever it is that you want. All right, these tower moments come. So we got multiplicity here. All right. There's so different parts of you want different things in life. This is what we got to align ourselves, right? And observe carefully here. All right. Because this energy is all about observing, but this is about enlightenment. Like sometimes a lot of us think that we got to be really, really, really good. What spirituality versus religion is what I see here. All right. So you're confused with that and don't know what to make of it. All right. So I'm really, really deep here. As I go, I will help you understand some things. Let me move. I know for earth signs it's a little harder to understand. All right. It's a little harder for you to understand, but you'll get there. Okay. Especially when we understand. Well, you got to understand yourself at a deeper level here. Okay. So when you use everyday language, you know, you gotta, yeah, we're not, listen, all right? Instead of saying spirit, you gotta ask, what do I mean? Like, what is it? Consciousness, intuition, psychic, transcendent awareness, the life force, the prana, because you go into the metaphysicals of it, all right? Because each reality is gonna point you somewhere different. And why that matters, because when you refine your language, you're thinking you're becoming more clearer. Your thinking's become more clearer. Your inner experience become more refined, and you separate imagination from insight, and then you gain authority in conversations. You have to really understand that you're made from such an incredible unified field. Scientific sounding expansive, right? But when you look at the universal consciousness, metaphorically, they use the quantum field or the non-local awareness. So really to understand yourself at a deeper level. So the higher self, you know. So you got to understand yourself higher, deeper. All right. So be careful. When you call on spirit, you got to call on something higher. Because you're part of this intelligent field of consciousness. So a lot of us, when we don't understand ourselves, like the sun, the core essence here, okay, or your moon, your emotional nature. When you understand the planetary ascension, because spiritual and transformative layers that you are, one, that your energy is whole. It's like you're the whole solar system. All right. So what you've been activating here. So you're looking at what you've been activating, transforming, or the Saturn, because you're Saturn. You're Saturn, and you got to understand you come with mature energy. A lot of people's not going to be able to keep up with you. You got such a rare discipline. You understand me? I'm not telling you to be so I could be really cool with you. I'm just telling you got rare a rare discipline that a lot of people can't keep up with you. All right, and even at your younger days, you come in different. Capricorns come in different, and then your energy. Basically, you guys age backwards. How incredible you guys are. Nobody but I will pay back them all. You can say that again. All right. So really understanding yourself on a deeper level. All right. So understanding your sun, your moon. Yeah, you gotta understand your sun, your moon, and your Saturn mature energy. All right. So yes, and no, we are connected to cosmic spirit, heavenly bodies. Physically, yes, but you gotta understand that you're literally made out of the elements. Those forged stars, the carbon in your body, the inner, the iron in your blood. All right, you got to really understand yourself on a deeper level here. The calcium in your bones, those were created in ancient stellar explosions long before the sun existed. All right, so you're not separated from the universe. You are a localized expression of it. All right, and gravitation, of course, yes. All right. So understand the moon affect your tide, the high and low tides, and really know how the biological rhythms and how your body runs on cycles. Circadian, which is the sun, hormonal, seasonal, which are tied to the planetary motions you live in. But basically, you inside a cosmic system. With that being said, listen, we got to level up, or we got to shut up, or we got to keep moving. How to evolve, especially when it comes to love. Basically, you stop accepting less than you deserve. You communicate your needs in testing. You value peace over drama. All right, and you definitely recognize red flags. All right, so no more BS. All right, we want to level up here. All right, so act with integrity. That means that you align your actions with your values, your truth, your higher self, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Stillness is, of course, I don't want to be still. If it is required. All right, I love you too. All right. So anyway, I'll try to go in. So you'll understand that in the sense that you're a cosmic matter rearranged. You're not separated from the universe. You are a localized expression of it, and it's all from your perspective. All right. And at the end of the day, that depends on your belief system. Let's go ahead with the next question. I would love to stay with you, dollar bills. All right. You use money, don't love it. All right. Every time I go out, it's an issue with someone. Ooh, wee. Johnny Bakery. Hey, yes, a lot of people. All right, who was the next question? Juan, the problems I put on God's. Exactly. We trust the will of the divine. Okay, we surrender the control. We align ourselves and we surrender the control. You're not doing it alone anyway. A lot of times, a lot of things that you're doing is not of your own will. Michael, let's go, Michael. Let's see here. Your question was? Pinky. Hey, Pinky. Hello. Have I met the person? Hey, Pink. I'll be with you next. Let's go ahead here to who? Money bills. Katerina. Elevator. The big piggyback. Okay, Michael. Michael. Will Jordan find out I like him? After that, the next question, just put it. All right. I'm not going to scroll no more. I do that for the first 2 questions. Yeah, I'm not scrolling no more. Catherine is next. Yeah, okay. Who told you that is a few chosen? Who told you that when we got free will to choose? Who told you that? Who told you that was a few chosen? We all get the calling, all right? But we got free will choice. Do we answer the call? All right? I don't do that. Nobody's better than anybody. This is when raise your vibration comes in. And when you start to understand that raising your vibration, because if you really raise your vibration, all right, who told you that? It's not about becoming higher than anyone. It's just about becoming clear, cleaner, and more coherent with yourself. All right? All right. God's chosen. Okay. All right. Woo-wee. We got a lot to learn. I think I'm going to talk about the children. Yeah, I want to talk about that. I don't really deal with that energy. You are entitled to post your opinion. Ooh, all right. Here we go. It depends on how high you have experience. Yeah, it comes with. Let me tell you something. You get knowledge, and then you apply that knowledge. You understand it, and then you grow in awareness. And then if you integrate, your polar opposite, like you have to understand, there's a lot of things to be considered, and a lot of layers of reality. All right. So it's just not that easy. All right. If you're not integrated, if you haven't basically organized different aspects of your personality, if you're still choosing sides, because of course, we polarize, then you haven't really fully integrated, okay, in your to a harmonized, unified field itself. So I could go real deep here. So, all right, what is really to be chosen? We stop listening to all that nonsense. All right. Learn how to integrate. Learn how to do your polar opposites. Learn about a little bit of polarity. Learn. We will never stop learning. All right, let's go ahead with Michael. Michael with Jordan knows I like him. Let's go ahead. It takes years. Here we go. One more. Hey, Heidi. Thank you. The person that reads a book and say, "Oh, I already got it," man, you'll be so lost. The person that reads a book and says that you're lost, you'll be so lost. Okay, not being ready for the second coming of Christ. God Scotty. Hey, God Scotty. The Christ consciousness you're talking about, right? You raising awareness? How you know the Christ consciousness? What's the second coming? You read one book and you got it. You know, you got one book. You took that book, you got it. You read one book and that's it. That's it. A book that's full of symbolism. A book that you shouldn't take literally. That you don't even understand your subconscious mind. Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead. Listen, we all based on our opinions. We all got our opinions here. Raise your vibration and reduce internal distortion. All right? When you have less inner conflict, all right, when you stop pretending, betraying yourself, and less emotional. To bring someone to position. Let's go ahead with Michael Stevens. Let's go ahead. Will Jordan. Man, there's a lot of people here this morning. Find out I like him. Will Jordan find out I like him? Yes or no? All right. Is Jordan a neighbor of yours? Because I got the hangman. Or is he in school with you? Are you in school together? Is he somebody in the family? What is he? Capricorn? Taurus, Virgo? We got some kind of energy here. Is he your neighbor? Michael, I'm with Michael now. Okay, one more. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Michael. Oh, a schoolmate. Oh, okay. He's a schoolmate. So he studies with you. That's what I said. Yeah. What do you guys study? Science? Do he knows? Well, Jordan, yeah, he's gonna know through friends. All right, friends or family here, or there's a mom here. All right. He has a, oh, he's a Leo. Okay, I seen people chooses like this. People choose like this is grab and go. That's not the way someone lied to you guys. What do you mean by that? So you guys got mutual friends here? All right. So it feels like family. All right. So you got the emblematic tree. This is the tree that represents the in the Garden of Eden. All right. As you know, understand the Bible. If you understand the scriptures of it, how it explains a little bit of our level of reality. And the truth, but this is seen as a temptation kind of offer, kind, because it's used in the Bible for that. But we understand our ancestry. All right. So is this person supposed to come teach you a lesson, part of your past? If it feels faded because the energy's old, so when we don't really understand the creation of life and how to understand what is really behind the scenes here, all right? So how do you understand this? And Juan, you really expressing yourself. And I seen people choose like, what do you mean? Like people choose like this? We are consciously, our consciousness. This is paper. It's just like you reading a book. My consciousness and all together, are we all here together? Is moving this energy. It's all energy at the end of the day. All right. We put so many layers on it. When you don't understand the Bible, see, you got to go read the Bible, and to really understand it, you got to do a lot of research because you're not understanding nothing. All right. You go to church once a week and you think you know it. You don't know really what's hiding behind the scenes. All right? Because what he said, because someone think he and can switch places. This is not one they mission rules. All right, well, we're gonna have to I want to put you on time. I'll come back tomorrow. All right, because I want to teach you right now, but I will spend my whole time trying to help you understand. I am afraid to tell him because it could change things for the. Oh man, hey Izzy, may I have reading on love? Izzy, first you got to understand what I have a deep question. Go ahead, put your deep questions. We are mutual friends. So you're afraid to tell him? You got this energy. Look, let me keep this here. I don't want you to think. So what happened? If you expose yourself, all right, you're afraid of being abandoned, so you're not gonna tell him. This is very significant to you, but this is about choosing. All right. So when you tell them, you listen. What's happening here? You're afraid to be abandoned. All right. Uh, I'm not doing that for Nisa. No, you didn't even put the relationship. Right. No, you're in a different channel here. No, I won't go in there. No. All right. No. I am Sania. Love Nissa 1 week. Good. Remove that. Don't care about that. You're not understanding love people's God is not being ready for the second coming. He doesn't understand what the Christ consciousness is. So remove that. Catherine, clarity on what's coming for me the next week or two. This is when we get polarized. We want this, but then we talk about the second coming of Christ when we don't understand the Christ consciousness. This is what we need to be aware. We need to practice some meditation, mindfulness, prayer. We got to really get in there with the heart of the divine. We really got to connect, We got to really use our discernment, our ability to accurately perceive what is true without distortion, fear, ego, desire, projection. It's not the judgment of the suspicion of it. You really got to learn how to integrate clarity, intuition, and grounded our reasoning here. Ooh. All right. From this, stop putting the same question. I'm not taking that today. Sorry. All right. So what are you afraid of here? All right. Because the lovers is about, listen, once you get to this, it's a choice. All right. So do you choose dumb? Listen, what I will tell you here, because the tarot cards want to liberate you. You choose dumb. and you move forward and give it to God, give it to the universe. However you understand the divine, the nature, the truth, your true identity. You understand me? So you asking me, are they gonna find out? Yeah, I think they already know. This is a very solid energy here. Okay, it could be through this person here, or this could just you be showing up here with this energy. All right. So release what's not yours. Either go, either you're gonna be all in and all out is what I see here. All right. All right. Let me move forward to the next person. I've handed it to God. I handed it over to God. Good. Good. Remove. She's about to get blocked. You keep putting the same nonsense. I'm gonna hide you on this channel. See you later. Look at that. Just reckless. Just reckless. It's coming with that reckless energy. I'll check you quick. All right. Who else has a question? Duncan, go ahead with your deep questions. Michael, but what it is that you want from me? Because the lover gives you a choice, and that choice is going to bring you freedom. Either you're going to choose them, and then you wait. How long do you wait? No, Pharaohs, I already took you. No, it's not your turn. No, it's not your turn. Sorry. Hey, Tara, how you doing, sweetie? All right. So what are you going to do? I think they know already, or if not, somebody's going to tell them. All right. This is going to happen. I don't know if you guys are going out. There's going to be a party, a buffet. I don't know if you guys are going to go to the mall. There's something that how they're going to find out. What are you guys doing this weekend? I see a party. I see a celebration. I see food. I see gathering. It's probably going to happen in somebody's house. I don't know if it's in the college, in the school where you're at, in the cafeteria, but it's going to happen. All right? It could be this weekend. Hey, Diane Marie. You're afraid here. You're afraid here. I'm good, sweetie. How are you? I'm waiting for Brooksbank. Is he going to come in? Or I'll take the next person. The next person that I see. What time I got? I got 30 minutes left. Once the lower shows up, I explain that card so much I can't even explain that card. Hey, Wilson. How you doing? Hey, Izzy, go ahead. Ask the next question. I'm not going to scroll anymore. I waste so much time explaining, and it's not going to happen today. And Saturday, everybody's busy. I guess everybody goes out, and coming Saturday or Sunday, I have more time here. If you want a open reading for me, no, I'm not going to do no open reading for you. What it is, ask the question that you want, because it's gonna let me give you something broad. All right, I'm not doing small stuff here. So either you got a question for me, and open. No, that's the whole thing. You go from openness to imagination to emotion. What it is. All right, say it. Be honest with yourself. You still haven't understand love. It's all right. I be migrating. Pharaoh, sorry. Oh, Pharaoh, you wanted the universe. Pharaoh, you got. Oh shoot! Hold on. Oh my God, I thought so. Hey Thomas, take care. Hey Thomas, no. Thomas said no. If it goes, if you, if it goes, what will you home? No. Thomas says no. Can I have a general message, please? Okay. All right. Where was I? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, you want about your Aquarius? Will I be migrating to another country? That's Catherine. Catherine, come on in. Catherine, are you here? All right. Uh, is Catherine here? Okay, Catherine. Will I be back? Ooh, let's find out. I like that. Let's see what country you're going to. Let's see here. I got the 8 of Cups. So I'm sensing you've been through a 5 of. You've been through a 5 of Pentacle kind of energy here. We got the fun full of exposure here. Hey Izzy. Hey Izzy. Okay. So you wait a minute. Why are you leaving? As soon as I cut the deck, I seen the 8 of Cups. You're done. You're done. You had a lot of disappointments, right? Like we all do, right? This is not on a whim, right? Will I be migrating to another country? You're done there. It's like you. How old are you? Because you got a lot. You got a lot of. You've been on your mind really, really heavy. All right. What's going on? One more. Let's get here. Let's step back into the sacred and divine spirit of all those who enlivens of life and animates all things. Oh, the expansion of my spirit is limitless in the capacity of my heart in the boundless fields of consciousness. I love it. I love it. All right. I return more aligned, more aware. Hey, Harry Carey. I miss you, lady. Hey, I miss you, sir. How are you, Harry Carey? Let's go ahead. You're 31 years old, Catherine. Wow, you've been through a lot. All right. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more. So what are you believing? So you see that ghost there? That could go into the spirit because it's very broad. And with your multifaceted, the many facets of you. So yes, where are you from? All right. So yes, will you be moving? When you want to move in May? This got May. This got September. This got October. All right. This got 3 things here. What do you want to move for? School, beauty. This give me beauty. This give me wellness. All right. So what it is here? This give me 3 different months here for you. All right. So we got Middle East. We got Egypt. We got how many things more? We got United States, of course. New York City. Yeah, we almost no, not just you. We all are. We just don't understand that. All right, you, me, and everybody else. Okay, we're talking about the unified whole. And so when you understand different layers of, especially your personality, this beauty. All right, so we all are. You are, me, everybody. All right, we all part of a whole here. All right, at least that's the way I like to help you understand. I'll encourage you to understand that more. All right. Yes, I'm at the first day. All right. What does that mean? All right. Canada. All right. Oh, so you're thinking Canada? All right. Because you know Venus energy, which is there. This is Earth. So you can move anywhere. All right. So understanding the difference between the Empress and the Earth. So they're sisters. All right. There's some sisters here. Do you have sisters in Canada? Are your sisters moving? The cost of living is better. All right. So this is like a diamond. You're like a diamond in the rough. We all are expressing ourselves in this. All right. So there's sisters. I don't know if you got sisters that are there or. Okay. Why are the reasons that you want the cost of living? The air is fresher. All right. She goes, you don't want to know anymore. Yeah, but you so you got here September. You got here October. You got here April and May. Oh, you don't have anybody. Oh, okay. Because this gives me sisters here. I don't know why. Or sisters that are like friends or something into that field. All right. So when you understand your facet is one side, is an aspect or is a dimension of something that has many sides, like diamonds here, all right? So if you think of a diamond has many, is a flat surface, right? But each flat surface is a facet from there, all right? It becomes so something symbol, like something symbolic here that you're trying to find. I don't know exactly what it is, okay? So in our everyday language, a facet is one part of a complex situation. So you might be in a complex situation, all right? Because when we look at your personality, it's one angle of a topic: communication, right? Or healthy relationship, or your spiritual life. I don't know exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, I just want to leave, but I do have family. Yeah, in the United States. Yeah, all right. Because listen, astronomically, all right. When I observe the universe, right, and according to geographical patterns, Venus is in New York City. All right, according to that, because I study that. All right, so understanding that, so it could be New York City. All right, because that's where she's currently at. So that's why a lot of people, especially here, so it's considered like the new Israel, new Lower Egypt, or Middle Eastern. All right, so because I know that. All right, I know a lot of people are probably not aware of that. This is why you have a lot of celebrities that are making it really big. Okay, the migration from the Venus here to the United States, right? So you guys really got follow a little bit of that so you can really understand. All right, I'm gonna share a lot of information. All right, no one know things my always. No one know thing my always. All right, so changing a little bit of the paradigm, the things that you believe. But anyway, yeah, congratulations, you'll be moving. All right. So whether it's the United States, whether it's to Canada, I would and with the new, you got the Page of Cups at the bottom. All right, this is a big fish that I grew. All right, so you're getting a higher level of consciousness here when this shows up, and I like it. It's getting out of the old and with the new. So again, maybe most likely between well, right now we're in this energy, July, August, September. So it's all there. All right. So things will start. Listen, one thing about Venus energy, she's about the balance. All right, she wants you to know your worth. So she basically balances what you hold true to be so important to you, your values. All right. So value yourself. Use that empowerment that you got. Use your voice. All right. If you're timid, you're shy, make sure that you're traveling with other people. Just really understand what that energy is all about. All right. So you have one side like openness. So right there, the energy is very open, very the imagination is there. You're artistic, your interests, your emotional depth. Those are facets of you. Okay. And that's a side of your soul that is a different expression of the archetype. All right. So understanding a little bit of polarity as well. Okay. So when you exploring different facets of your consciousness at the end of the day, and that is with the spirit, but the spirit is so broad that when you just say spirit is just spirit, it's just flat. All right. So you're not flat. You're not here to be small. You're here to grow and to expand your consciousness. So make sure that when you move, you have intention and purpose, meaning. I want something to have, so be more meaningful for me, all right? So to really understand, and I look at the Justice card, and it's all about evaluating right now. So you must be in the. This is a germination of an idea when she shows up before it's ready to be born. Okay, so evaluating, elaborating, preparation, and practice is what you got to do now. All right, just don't think, oh yeah, I'm gonna take off, and prepare yourself well. All right. Practice. It takes patience. All right. Get yourself organized, right? Because she's growth. All right. And you got it all there. So make sure that you align yourself with, and then especially what you hold to be important to yourself, your values. All right. So it's like, I don't know if you want to reveal some more. There's something here about you. But anyway, listen, this is about integrity at the end of the day as you evolve with this energy. All right. So I have a deep question. If I don't know if the cards will answer. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. If I had gotten married to my child's father, I would have moved to Shesh with him. But it seems he isn't sincere, so I had to make other. I knew it. You have to make other plans because she plans ahead. And not even being strategic because you don't want to miss the aliveness of it. How to move without secrecy. All right, but instead you gotta be clear about the things that you want. She holds you to your value. Venus holds you to the things that you value. Venus is not to be played with. All right. She showed up there in the third, but when you go into you know, the justice energies, it changes everything. All right. She's justice at the same time. All right. When we understand the law of attraction, that secret basically at the end of the day is that your actions, right? Your powerful thoughts. So if you don't align them, if you don't treat yourself with respect, love, and respect, and you don't emit that signal saying that you are important, that your energy matters, right? That you're deserving, that you're worthy. Venus is not going to give you that. You got to understand, Venus is deep energy. All right. So I have time for one more question. I have to go. We'll come back to that. Did I really just give away my spirit guides or ancestral protection according to the dream I had this morning? Wow. But karma is catching up with him. Yeah. But that happens. Listen. Yeah, but you know what? Now you learn. That's it. We all learn. We all have this learning experience. And when you really understand, I didn't get any really, really bad energy. I would have got the Five of Swords. So I'm going to give you one more card. All right. You got to really understand. A lot of people, we got to look at love that is held over time with something that's so sincere, so sacred. When it becomes sacred, what does that mean? All right. The vow that I took. All right. So if nobody's ready to make those vows, you got to be mad love for you, positive advice for. Thank you, Harry. All right. No, you got to be really, really honest. All right. It's just not like that. So this is what we got to be very discerning. Okay. So when we understand the good and bad in people, let me see what other energy you got. All right. The dreams. Boy, you're very deep. I don't know, but I'll give it one shot. I'll give it a shot here for you because I have to go. All right, I have to go. So please understand yourself deeper than the spirit, and understand that it has multiple layers, multifaceted, and multiplicity, and understand that it carries a broad sense of, especially when it comes to your soul. All right. You got motivation, you got emotion, you got mood, you got God, you got other things. You got beliefs, you got ghost. The ghost. Stop with all that nonsense. I'll probably be nice sovereign. I'll probably be a night sovereign being haunting the forest. Really? You know what a sovereign being is? It's your self-authoritarian energy that's going to come in and say, yeah, this is the truth. I am, right? So we really got to understand what sovereignty is at the end of the day. All right? All right? So that is a really quite power shift there when you say that. Because before sovereignty, right, is what's for me, regardless of any outcome, what the timing unlocks. So unlocking some time here, all right? So sovereignty, and I choose myself close to my heart. And all right. But anyway, I'll come back into that later on. Yeah, I'll come back. Because we really got to teach people what sovereign. Basically, you're not explaining anything. So why I got to haunt anybody? But anyway, let's go ahead here. I'm going to give you one more. You got the King of Cups here. All right. And I didn't get no Five of Swords. You got a King of Pentacles there. You got the Eight of Swords. You passed that 5. And the Truth. So the battle here is the truth. All right. You still got the 6 of Swords. At the bottom, consciously moving away. So we go between the unconscious mind. You refuse. There was a refusal or denial or something here. But so I like it that, hey, you mom. But I didn't see. So you pass all that. All right. So anyway, this energy here with the King of Cups, he's a married man, unless he's married already. All right. Or he's afraid of the emotions, not feeling things. Or maybe he has a drinking problem. All right. So either he's married already, he's been married already, or there's something he wasn't telling you, okay? He kept you in the dark about something. All right? Let's go ahead to the next person. Yeah, when he comes out, he's married. All right? Or he's in his comfort zone. Or he got a drinking problem, drugs. It could be anything. All right? All right. Good. All right? Okay. No problem. That's what he told you. How long you know this person? All right? So, baby, that's what you want. All right? Because I seen the Eight of Swords too when I shuffle. All right. Okay. Or afraid of being vulnerable. I mean, they carry polarity. So, you understand? That's what he told you. But anyway, listen. It could be a host. Maybe he was already married. Maybe he just want to be single. Maybe he got drinking problems. Who knows? All right. Maybe he's not being honest with you because he's not ready. He's not ready. All right. So don't make that. Listen, don't make those decisions based on how they feel. All right. Okay. Don't make decisions on how he feel. All right. Because a lot of people are afraid of being vulnerable. All right. You know, vulnerability is just going to be like, you know what? It's going to hold you accountable. All right. Because they don't reject vulnerability. They reject what vulnerability is asking of them because they fully dress. All right? They fully dress, you know. They protected with all that armor, with all that gold. All right? So if you miss them, you hurt me, you know, have those conversations. I care about you, but I feel unsure, you know, and that pauses. All right? So maybe there's something that you want to share. It's not wrong. All right? They haven't internalized resources with depth. So I go really deep here. I don't say he carries a weight. No, what the heck does that mean? All right? There's something with depth. All right? There's something super important that you want, but he can meet you with that. All right? This person can hear your vulnerability, but they cannot consistently hold it. They cannot hold what safety is. It requires safety. All right? What is he carrying? All right? So when we look at the unconscious love scarcity, when we understand that sometimes I can't give you something that I don't have. All right? Yeah, well, it's all, of course, the ego. All right? The ego is going to protect, it's going to push you away. All right? Some people just really just want to be alone. All right? You need receptivity. All right? You got to be open. All right, I don't think I have time for Brooks Bank here. All right? When it feels warm, but I can't hold it. All right? And then vulnerability is all about telling the truth about how I feel without trying to protect the outcome here. All right. Sometimes you hold back because I want to protect the outcome. All right. You knew that already. You knew that he was toxic. I seen that with the Eight of Swords. All right. Know people's toxic traits. All right. We got to know basically the golden root of vulnerability is conversations. This is what you got the Eight of, I looked it up quickly, so I want to see what I'm looking at. All right. So have to be honest without dramatization here, okay, or excusing. Say the truth once, you observe, and that's it. All right. So a lot of times when if somebody can meet me with clarity, if you can meet me with truth, then I gotta say goodbye. All right. What they're struggling to receive is basically needs ongoing emotional presence. All right. They're struggling with something here deep, all right? Feelings that don't require, basically what I seen there is feelings that don't require me to act, all right? That stays contained, brief, and intellectual, all right? Sharing that doesn't ask me. You want to share, but don't ask me to change, all right? Don't choose me to show up differently. Oh, no. Emotional moments that pass quickly, they listen, they can emphasize in theory, okay, but they can't stay present too long. So understanding your person little by little. I have to go. I thank you guys so much. And to really find out the truth about love. All right. Anyway, if you have a conversation, you or anybody else, don't go on and on and on with long explanations. I don't want to be a burden. I know you're busy. I know you're going through a lot. It's okay if you can. Long explanations. Don't dilute your truth is what it's telling you. Don't dilute your truth. You let it land. You speak from your heart. I feel, I need. Not blame, no stories, none of that stuff. Okay? If you want closeness, hey, I feel disconnected. I miss you. I care about you. And I need consistency to feel, right? To stay in this connection. You got to talk about it. I'm afraid to say this, but it matters. Like you got to say things. Say it. Don't go around. You did it here. I know when people are really, really, you got to get bold in there, okay? You only have this one shot, all right? Don't let people waste your time, all right? So understanding what it feels like standing naked, all right? So you have to learn to reach before you learn to check for safety, all right? A lot of times we bond faster than trust could form here. So I see that a lot here over and over and over again, all right? When you share before it's safe, all right? When you over-explain, trauma dumping, confession to be chosen, softening your truth to to keep the peace. You bypass your truth so much. All right. So it requires boundaries. Period. And people are nervous. Oh my God. All right. No, I can't do that. You do that later on. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you guys. You're welcome so much. Brooks Bank, man. Let me see. Where is he at? I wanna see what you dreamed about. When my ex Terry and I get back together, his current feelings for me. You guys come back on Saturday. Tomorrow I'll be here. Saturday I'll be here. I want to talk a little bit about uh ancient Egypt, a little bit, just a little bit. All right, Duncan. What do you have here? Let me see. Let me see. I still got 5 minutes. Cause I don't know. Your energy is just. I don't know. I want you to tell me what you see here. All right? God, I hope this is. Let me see what you see here. You said you had a dream last night, another dream. All right? A lot of us dreamscape, all right? And we don't really understand it. That's another listen, you got to understand that there's another level of reality. Yo, we're so dope. We're so freaking amazing. And it'll really mess you up if you're not really understanding this energy. You hear me? Dreaming is another level of reality, and you're not really understanding that. Ooh, do we want to go there? I just want to go ahead here. One more. No, I'm ready to go, Pharaohs. I'm sorry, sweetie. What the universal. You still show up with the 7 of Cups. They still want you to choose something. All right? Choose something that's going to give you longevity. I believe that everything's going to fall into, of course, everything's good. Once you become a master, it's like you want to become this master at something, but you don't know if you're going to fail. Like, I don't know if you're afraid of failing. That's why you're not choosing. Once you choose, even if you choose somebody else, if they don't choose you, the time is going to come and you're going to choose yourself. And then after that, you start again. Let's see what you get here with your dreams. Oh, wow. All right. It's about your truth. All right. I don't know if are you reading the Torah? Are you reading it's the same thing, the Pentateuch, the 5 first books of the Bible? All right. Have you are you taking those things literally, or are you doing it symbolically? Are you connecting with the phases of the moon here? You got to understand, of course, the moon represents dreams. Well, not really. Yeah. All right. It takes you into a dream state, but then you look at Neptune's energy. Neptune right now is in the first house, I believe. It's in Aries. All right. So this is like, listen, doing the full moon here. The only thing I can tell you with this energy, because it's so deep, uncovering the layers of the subconscious mind, understanding yourself deeper. Like, you don't want to get caught up in this. Like right now, you caught up really. You're too deep in something here. I will torture the spirits of my deceased family members that wrong me. Then I will haunt the living ones and try my best to, you understand, and try the best to drive them insane with fear. Why would you do that, T.M. Taylor? The thinking man. Why would you do that? Why would you drive them? Why would you do that? The spirit, if it goes, why would you haunt? And why? All right. Anyway, you got the High Priestess. If I was you, I'll study a little bit of ancient Egypt and the Philosopher's Stone and understand. It's in the look. When you look at the card, you see that it's encoded in the name. All right. How to cross your wisdom. All right. So understanding as the high and low tides of the moon, as the moon, the gravitational pull that has here and our effect on our circadian energy, right? And the energy that moves through. But anyway, bottom line is this. Understanding Solomon. The wisdom of Solomon is what you need to understand. All right? It's too deep for me to talk about now. I got to go. All right? That's why I said you was going to get me a little, it's going to throw you off a little bit. You look at the pomegranate, it represents fertility. All right? In the dream, I gave someone my spirit guides. You gave my spirit guides, but some interpreter told me that I gave away my ancestor protection. Really? That was in your dream? Well, listen. It's not that. It's that the dream is your dream state is another level of reality. It's another level of your subconscious. So you will have to go into your subconscious mind. It's like doing shadow work. All right. It's like asking you. It's like asking it, why are you here? You understand? When you're up, you have to pray. When you pray, you have to go ahead and affirm things. Pray before you go to, do you pray before you go to bed? Do you affirm things? You understand? Do you say, as I sleep tonight, I know that I'm going to be protected, my higher self. I know my dreams will be filled with inspiration and messages of the divine. You have to go in there before you go to bed. But anyway, you're like, I don't know. All right. And I don't like saying that. But anyway, I got to go, guys. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. Understand the deeper layer of the negative and the positive, how to really emerge. Because you right now, you're supposed to emerge, have capacity to hold these two truths. When you look at the negative, that's the woman. See, this is the eye of intuition. When you use the eye of intuition, it's connected to the right brain. And when you have the left eye, right? The left eye is connected to the right brain. This is what a lot of the things that the cross represents here. All right? You really got to understand, these cards are too deep, all right? But when you go in the Bible, you look at this, right? And if you go into Kings, when they were building the temples, and what the temple represents, your body. Your body's a temple for your soul. You understand me? As you're here, you're like your incarnated body here. It's like the granted of being here. So when you understand the cycles of the moon, you really got to get in there and really do your study. Like, your subconscious mind takes everything literally. It controls 95% of the things you do. You got to understand this. The sooner the better. Remember that the subconscious takes everything literally. So when you go to sleep, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but this is what you're carrying with you into another reality, because it's another level of consciousness, of dimension, however you understand, because it's not a real thing. It's an experience that you have through consciousness. All right. So this could go deep. This goes into psychology. Unless you want to study psychology, unless you're secretive eating, there's something that you're supposed to do, fasting. There's something here that you're supposed to do. All right? Try to fast. You're doing something here secret. Like, you don't restrict yourself too much. How to have how to emerge into a new being while holding these two truths. All right? The dark and the light shadow. Because your shadows are going to react. They're going to be seen, and they might take you into another realm of existence, and they'll explain things to you there. I gotta go. I wish I could stay here. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I love you guys, and I see you guys tomorrow. You too deep, all right? But you really gotta understand, to know thyself, to know others, right? But if you really truly need to know yourself, that is wisdom. That's when you grow, all right? All right. Bye. Love you guys.